Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to preseason volleyball action at Cornerstone Christian Academy. Your Cyclones green-white scrimmage game tonight. And we are getting set, getting very close, ever so close, to the kickoff of the 2023-2024 Cornerstone Cyclone volleyball season. Good evening once again. I'm Dan Kinzinger. We'll be joined this season by Mr. Jeremy Masters, and looking forward to working with Jeremy as that season goes. Grace tonight is the lone Cyclone not at this meet. She is out. Actually on a planned event that was even before the season started. So it's been a long time coming for this season, and we're going to miss Grace tonight, but you're going to see her all season long. So here's how this works tonight. Tonight for set number one, it will be JV v. JV, left and right. And then there will be set number two, which will be JV versus varsity. And then set number three, varsity versus varsity. We are about 30 seconds away from the get-go of this. I'm not quite for sure how they're going to want to do the introductions, if anything. So you're going to have to bear with me on this, as I am a lone guy up here. All right, Dave Wolf is going to join tonight. Find a chair. You have to find a chair. I don't know where a chair is, Dave Wolf. But we are down to the new buzzer. Brand new scoreboards, by the way. How do you like those scoreboards? Who do you think hung them? Yeah. Yeah. We'll see here what they're going to do. This should signal the start. 4 minutes. You got time to go find a chair if you want. So they're going to put 4 minutes on the clock and let the girls warm up a little bit longer. So, yeah, this is going to be – I'm not going to hype this season. I'm not going to. I refuse to. But, folks, if you watch volleyball – watch this team. This will be fun. Both JV and varsity, they have been working so hard throughout the season, or throughout the summer in the off season, to get to the point to where they are right now. And you will see it all on display tonight. I don't have rosters and I don't have names. There's a lot of new faces down there. I'm going to work on that. So I'm going to put some music up while I work on gathering rosters up, and be back with you guys here in just a couple minutes. Well, good evening once again, and welcome back to Cornerstone Christian Academy. Night one of a long season. High school volleyball, JV volleyball action tonight. It is the green-white scrimmage game, even though they're all in black. I don't know how we do it, but that's how we're going to do it. And it's one game tonight. This is all just for fun. Dan Kinzinger will be joined this season by Mr. Jeremy Masters, but tonight joined by the legendary, the one, the only Mr. Dave Wolf. Dave, how you doing?
Dano, it's good to see you again.
You too, buddy.
We just never get away from each other.
No, can't. It's like
can't.
We're like flies. We keep attracting each other.
We'll be the Dan and Dave comedy hour.
It will be. It'll be entertaining us, and that's really what we do. It's really the only thing we do is just entertain ourselves.
This is true, and talk about food.
It's the recipe hour.
It is.
All right, so the format for tonight. Pull that down. The format for tonight will be JV versus JV in set number one, followed by in set number two, JV versus varsity. So you have your starting six versus starting six. And then in set number three, it will be varsity versus varsity. I've kind of got a list here. You are going to have to forgive me because there's a lot of new faces out here. I'm an old man, and I don't remember names as well as I used to. It has been 3.5 months since I've donned this headset or had to think about remembering people's names. I don't do so I don't do well walking into my office of 7 people in the morning. To remember their names is a stretch for me. So bear with us as we go through tonight. We don't have rosters. We're going to watch this evening how this develops for both squads and do our best to talk a little about these girls. But Dave, once again, potential to be a great season for this team.
It does. Great potential. It's nice to look down and look at the JV squad and see so many numbers. That's a tribute to where the program's headed and what Coach Moore is trying to build in the volleyball program here at Cornerstone. So that's really, really encouraging. And, we've talked about it often. We were at the Tremont Scrimmage this summer. And, for this varsity squad, they have a chance to do something real special.
Hey, Jeff. Oh, your phone is playing that. Is it? Yeah.
Summer in the last couple of weeks. This summer's made a big difference in their development, I think you'll see that tonight in both groups. So we're very excited. So we're going to start with a word of prayer, then we'll get going. Gracious Father, we just thank you for tonight. We just thank you for your love for us, for Christ, and what he's done for us on the cross. And we just honor him tonight in all we do and say. And we girls just have fun, play with confidence in you. And Lord, just bless our time, keep everybody safe. And Lord, we just love you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, what we're going to do, we already told you, we're going to play one set. Hopefully we can get it done in about 20 minutes. And then varsity will warm up briefly. And then we'll play JV versus varsity one set. And then we'll go varsity versus varsity for one set. And then we'll have what you're all anticipating, and that is the parent meeting right afterwards, okay? So please stick around for that. All right? Okay, here we go.
All right, so Dave, just as he said, JV versus JV to kick things off. And here is what I have as the JV lineups. So looks like we will have up at the net on one side, Maddie B., Emily Anescu, Lizzie Rogers, Leah Huffman, Lainey Shaw, and Allie Kinzinger. On the other side, I don't know Allie's last name. I don't know who
Kate.
that is. Kate. And Rachel, Ashlyn, Maddie, F, and Faith. There you go.
Okay. A lot of new faces.
So all those that are watching right now, just rest assured that we'll have rosters going into the season, but not tonight, so bear with us. It's a rusty wheel, and it takes a little bit for the rust to wear off the wheel. It does. Let's just face it.
Last time we were really talking was boys basketball.
It was boys basketball. We actually,
and the wheel was greased really well at that time.
Didn't you and I? We got to do a game here, what, a month and a half ago?
Yes, we did. Tremont Scrimmage. Nice new scoreboards, Dano.
They are fantastic, aren't they?
They are nice.
So it will be. Hi. All right. So on the right-hand side, you got Emily Inescu, Maddie Berry, Lizzie Rogers, Allie Kinzinger, Leah Huffman, and Lainey Shaw. Nice return over the net by number 16. Back up in the air, Kinzinger over to Shaw. Shaw bumps it over. Back row dug out by Rogers. Set far side. That one bumped over by someone I don't know. Shaw over the top, out the back, and the first point of the night goes to the right. I think that's how we'll do that. Right and left.
The right side, left side. Yeah, nice little volley to start us off.
Yeah.
Get us going.
You got the varsity girls, Carson and Lizzie, over on each corner as your officials tonight. Kinzinger, nice serve. Rogers sets up over the top to Faith Spedding. Kinzinger back up, and Inescu has to two-hand it over. Up at the net. Over the top by Maddie. Back row, Rogers.
Faith Spedding there.
Yep.
Nice
over the
set.
top, and Rogers just missed that one. She's going to want it back. So Kate Stickling back as the libero on the left side. Lainey Shaw is the libero on the right. That's what those white jerseys mean. It means they can come and go as they please, but they stay in the back row. They don't count towards substitutions, of which tonight they're not going to be concerned about, but during a regular game they are. Serve this time by Ashlyn. I do not know her last name. I will learn it. Goes just out of bounds.
So what's good with a lot of these girls is they've been in the program with Jeff now for several years.
Yep.
So getting a good feel of expectations.
And nice tip down there by Inescu. Exactly what you said, Dave. I mean, it took almost a full season because Jeff has a very specific way he does things, the way he runs rotations and the way he places girls and where they're supposed to go. It takes a while to learn all that, and that's one of the reasons why they practice night in and night out throughout the station. I shouldn't say practice. It's not practice. It's open gym. You know what I'm saying.
Yes.
Stickling, far side, in the middle, Fisher. That one tipped, going the wrong way. Shaw gives chase and out of bounds. 3-2, the right leads the left by 1, but it will be side out to the left-hand side, and back to serve should be Stickling. So Stickling's going to rotate out. Maddie Klein checks in, and Maddie Fisher will be back to serve. Maddie Fisher did not play much last year with a knee injury, but has came out this year. She's a tall drink of water at about 5'10". First serve is an ace. 3-3. Fisher again, this one. Grazes top of that, nice serve. Kinzinger back with it. Shaw's just going to have to bump it over. That one's going to be in play. Spedding bumps it up. Klein, and giving chase is Fisher. But it will be a side out back to the right side.
I didn't realize we have a modern-day civil war going on here today.
We do. It is what it is.
Rachel and Lizzie.
I know. The Rogers sisters are going at it right now. What's that? Roger Squared.
Roger Squared. I don't know who this is.
Clinton.
Oh.
She has developed into a
Marina.
Fantastic server.
Nice.
Klein bumps it over. Nice hit by Klein. Clinton back up in the air. Rogers sends it over. Back row. Dug out. Klein again. Tried to go at it and hits it into the net.
Yep.
Point to the right.
Yeah, I didn't recognize Marina without her glasses
I know, right? And she is no longer short Marina.
No. Growth spurt.
Yes. Back row brought up in the air. Spedding up to Klein. Klein bumps it over. Back row. Up to Inescu and a kind of an offset. I think she was looking for something else. Rogers off the side of her hands. And it'll be a side out back over to the left. Maddie Berry in there. Back into the game is this is a new one as well, number 8, I Don't Know You. I'm sorry. They're going to say that Spedding crossed the line. It'll be a side out back to the right. And the right now leads 6-4, so a 2-point lead. And speaking of Maddie Berry, she is back to serve. I don't recognize back row in the middle here on the right. Do you? Number 8?
That's a new Cornerstone student.
Far side, Rogers fires cross court. That one brought back up. Set, Klein, middle, bumps it over. Pass up to Kinzinger, but it's going to go over, tipped. Inescu, 2 hands, 2 hits, and it'll be a point to the left.
Is that Allie Walker? Number 8?
It sure is.
That's Allie.
That's Allie Walker.
Allie Walker.
Welcome back, Allie Walker.
Yes. Had all these kids in 6th grade Bible.
Right?
Now they're all grown up. Yeah, there's Allie. Welcome back, Allie Walker. Like, man, she looks familiar.
I'm sitting down there. Yeah, I know. All these girls look familiar. I should know you.
All right, here we go, Rachel Rogers.
6-5. The right leads the left by 1. Rogers back to serve. Waiting on Morin, who's holding the whole show up as usual. Let's quit the chit-chat. Come on, Morin. I have to get this out of my system now. You won't tolerate it during the year. What'd you do to your eye, dude?
I had surgery.
Did you really?
Yes. They had I had detached retinal membrane, and so they had to go in there and side the eyeball and suck everything out.
Did they find your brain while they were in there?
No, they didn't.
Okay, all right.
So, yeah. Like, if you looked right through my ear, if I didn't have the headset on, you could see it clear through.
That's like a periscope?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I had surgery on Monday, and things are going well.
Really?
Still trying to get my eyesight back.
Are you seeing at all? What are you seeing right now?
I see it's a little blurry.
Is it?
Yeah. But I had the left one done in May, and that worked out well. So
Rogers back to Barry. Kinzinger. Inescu just kind of found a hole in the middle. And with her wrist, a tap of the wrist puts it down. Side out back to the right.
I can tell you, if Emily can get off the floor and find that,
get that groove,
elevation, she's going to be a tough player.
I know they worked on it last year.
Yeah.
And kind of like your daughter, I'm afraid it's going to go off like a light switch, and then you're not going to be able to stop her, you know?
Yeah. Well, we hope.
Rogers up, Inescu right there. Nice little save. Back row, that one inbounds, and it'll be a side out back to the left.
I think that was right off the head.
Yep.
Number 10, another new student at Cornerstone. So Cyclone fans, this is the JV. Every set's going to be different. First set is JV versus JV, and the next set will be JV versus varsity, and then the last set will be varsity versus varsity for those who are tuning in.
Back row, and that one.
How many we got online, Dan?
Oh, we have four viewers.
Let's go.
Let's go, viewers. I'm sure they're all family.
Yes. Stickling
back now to serve. That one into the net, and it'll be a side out back to the right. It is the right leads by 1, 8-7, just like Dave said. Sets to 25. And this is as much as a learning experiment right now for the girls as it is for the coaches.
Sure.
Back to serve Lainey Shaw. Your right libero. Shaw's serve just short. Side out back to the left. Another opportunity, too, for coaches to see how the girls are going to perform with a little more pressure on them.
Yes.
Now you got some eyes watching you. You got our chattering heads up here, which in a quiet gym is very loud because I'm not a quiet person to begin with. But
I've never been accused of being quiet.
That's right.
Dan.
I don't know what quiet is. Nice serve. This one in the net. We've had 3 of them into the net.
I'd like to know the breakdown that we have on JV with how many sophomores and freshmen that we have going on. Looks like maybe half a half.
No, actually, you're going to have quite a few more sophomore, or quite a few more freshmen than you sophomore.
Because I'm sure that experience will help as the season grows, as they play more together.
Inescu is a sophomore. Let me look across here. Inescu's a sophomore.
Stickling, Rachel.
Yep, Rachel Rogers.
Maddie Berry.
Is Maddie Berry
Maddie Berry's a sophomore. Yeah.
Okay.
Leah Huffman's a sophomore.
Yep. But I think that's it. Those 5 right there.
Yeah.
There's a serve in play. This one dug out by Shaw up to Kinzinger. That one going to the back row. Fires deep and out of bounds off the hands of Stickling. And it'll be a point side out to the right.
Is Lainey Shaw a sophomore?
Lainey Shaw is a yes, because she was the JV libero last year, I believe.
Okay. Yep. So we have a young program.
Up in the air. Inescu fires back row. One hand by Stickling. Up to Rogers, now at the net. And a little miscommunication there between Fisher and number 16. And it'll go back to the right. Stay with the right. 11-9 is the score. The right-hand side of your screen leads by 2. Rogers back to serve. That one right into the net. Just caught the top of it. And girls not serving the way they wanted to tonight. It's very evident. But, again, first night out in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot going on this week, too, with everybody getting in the mindset of school.
Mm-hmm.
Fisher serve out of bounds. Comes back to the right. 12-10. Your score. Like you said earlier, brand new scoreboards in here. We've been needing them for years. LEDs. Beautiful. They are very nice boards.
Yes.
And we hope to be able to do some different stuff with video as the year progresses. Looking for a good video switcher. I think I found one online. And I reached out. It was on Marketplace. The church up north reached out. They might be donating it. We'll see. If I get that, we'll be able to integrate some cameras and get a couple different things. A nice serve by Spedding just over the top of the net. Falls, and it will stay left ball 12-12. Nice to see a little volley action go here.
Yes.
Spedding hesitates. That one over. Berry up to Kinzinger. Set back row. That one gets over by Rogers. Dug back out. Up at the net. Bumped over. Inescu. Kinzinger all near side. Reaches back row, and Leah Huffman.
Little miss hit there.
Little miss hit.
No, Dan, I know you would never say this, but just what you have done to enhance Cornerstone sports has just been a true blessing to this school, and just want to take the time to acknowledge you and thank you for that. You've put a lot of time and effort and finances into it, and it's just really, really cool because grandparents and stuff appreciate it, being able to watch from far away. So thanks for all you do, man.
Absolutely. It's actually a joy. I love it. Already thinking back towards the day when the kids are all gone. I don't know. There's no reason for me to quit. We'll just keep going. I'll Dave Wolf it. I'll always be here. We'll see.
I might have to come back and do some basketball with you this year.
That'd be fun.
I'm still remembering Hayworth super sectional win where you were screaming like, "We're going to state!" Still remember that like it was yesterday.
First time in Cornerstone history.
It was amazing.
You know?
It was so amazing.
What a ride that was. Who would have thought that 20 years ago, Dave? I mean, I remember when you came to work here, and who would have thought that 10, 12 years later, we'd be sitting on the sideline at Assembly Hall watching our boys compete for a state title.
Yes. Yeah, I was just talking with it about that with Cade this week, and Cade's getting ready to head up to Minnesota for college. And
where's he going?
He's going to the University of Northwestern in St. Paul. And a little bit of sadness in my heart this week, with him not playing and the team being gone, and such sweet memories. So it's great.
You know, it's each one of us, you and I both can, anybody out there can remember the last time we took off a uniform. You know?
Yep.
I was watching a YouTube video the other night and made my wife tear up a little bit. You know, there was a last time that you put your child down and never picked him up again.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
And the ebb and flow of life, how fast it goes.
Yes.
And how thankful I am to be a member of Christ's family, to where this really doesn't matter. It's just fun right now.
It is.
You know?
Yeah, you're never going to get this time back. It's like we're sending our third off to college, and just Karis at home now. So, and she'll be gone in 2 years. So it goes fast.
How's that going for you? Just a girl at home now. Now you got 2 women at home.
Well, no, I'm outnumbered, so the dog and I are going to have to join forces because he's a male. So
you guys find yourself in the basement a lot?
Barkley and I will be spending a lot of time out in the doghouse.
That was the end of set number 1, the end of the JV versus JV. The JV on the right won 15-13 over the JV on the left. Right now, you've got about 4 minutes when the varsity team is up there. Varsity team's out there warming up. My crowd mic right next to a screaming little 3rd grader. That's actually
that's Addie.
Addie. Yep.
Addie.
It's back there.
Nice.
And how you doing, brother?
And we got Mr. Agnew up here with us. How you doing, Nick? Good.
So this varsity team is missing Grace Masters tonight. Grace had a prior commitment that was way before this was ever set. She had something locked in, and so they normally 11 deep. Tonight they are, they're normally 12 deep. I think tonight they are 11 deep. It might be 12. Looks like Emily Anescu and I'll get it here. Just be with me.
So
Leah Huffman.
I don't recognize number 26. That's the only one I don't recognize.
Number 26. Where is 26?
Right next to Faith Hughes.
I don't know who 26 is. She is a new one.
She's a new student. Everybody else
New
I
student.
recognize.
Hello, new student. That is number 26. Glad to have you. You will be 26 tonight, but next time we come on, you will have a name. I do not recognize number 2 either.
Number 2. Let's see. That would be Aubrey Kinzinger.
It's okay. That's my daughter. Got it. All right.
Yeah, I don't recognize 21 either.
Yeah. It's like we don't claim them.
Yeah. Oh, Dan. So what's been your good food this week? Let's talk food.
So I tell you what, I made last night. I took last night. Was it last night? 2 nights ago.
Okay.
I took chicken breasts, frozen chicken breasts, you know.
Yep.
Split them in half.
Okay.
And put them on the grill, actually, after I marinated them in Japanese yuzu, which is yuzu.
Yuzu.
Y-U-Z-U.
Okay.
Look it up. It's great.
All right.
And it's a cross between Japanese barbecue sauce, kind of a miso based, and ponzu sauce, which is very vinegary but has a little bit of Korean punch to it.
Okay.
Anyway, you can buy it at Hy-Vee for $4.99. It's fantastic.
Okay.
And so I put those on the grill, and on top of that, I roasted some bacon in the oven. Just got it just almost done.
Yeah.
And then I sliced up tomato. And on top of my chicken breast while I was on the grill went tomato, bacon, and then some provolone is what I had for cheese up there. I was out of Colby Jack.
Okay.
And then in between all those layers, I was putting another coating of that yuzu on there, grilled them up, had that with the side of, I made twice-baked potatoes, spinach, tomato, and mozzarella, twice-baked potatoes, and wild rice, Uncle Ben's wild rice.
Nice.
That was 2 nights ago. Last night.
Do you cook every night?
I do, every night.
Sarah doesn't cook at all?
No.
Nice.
No. I mean, no, I don't let her because I want to take that on myself.
Sarah, I hope you're not listening here.
No, but she is not a fan. So we kind of got our things, you know?
Yeah.
And this is one way that I feel that I honestly, I feel like I can serve her. I can serve my family.
Yeah.
But last night, anyway, I had a chuck roast. I got home from work late. I didn't know quite what I was going to do, so I put it in the pressure cooker.
Yep.
And did a chuck roast in the pressure cooker with
Nice.
some, I did basically a French onion mix in there, and did French onion pot roast with, what did I have with the pot roast? Oh, I did egg noodles.
Nice.
So it was fantastic. It was good.
You know, Nick is
fantastic.
a big food connoisseur.
Are you a food connoisseur? Or well,
Oh, yeah.
Do you cook in your family?
Oh, yes.
Fantastic. So what you need to do then is invite us down. I'll rate you, and then we'll talk about, what I can improve on.
Yeah. I actually cooked last night, too.
What'd you make?
Burgers. I took some onion, and I took some garlic powder and some cheddar cheese and threw it all in a big bowl, mixed it all up, cooked the burgers right on the grill
No
with all that.
kidding.
And so, yes.
Nick,
So,
why don't you find a chair, pull it up. I'm going to hook him up here. We'll have some fun.
We're gonna get Nick Agnew
Might
up
as
here.
well. Why not?
We're going to talk lots of food.
I mean, I don't know what else.
So, yeah.
Nobody's told me I can't do this kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
Let me see. Does that work? Check 1, 2. Yeah, it does. All right.
Okay.
There should be underneath you.
Okay.
In that case right there should be another. Nope, I got it.
You got it?
Right here. I'll get a cable.
Okay.
Why not? Have a little fun. It'll be fully guys' night here. No girls allowed. Fully guys' night. Sorry, Mrs. Rogers. It's guys' night.
If
Let's
you
see
go
if
down
I
inside the door down there, Nick, there's chairs right by the locker room. Yeah, go down and go into the gym. Take a right. There's chairs right down here in the corner.
Right there in the corner. So let me hook this up here. It's great. If I get more people interested in doing this, maybe I wouldn't have to do it so often.
Yeah, you're going to be coaching 7th grade boys basketball
That's right.
this
Somebody
year.
else is going to have to do it then.
Yeah.
Check 1, 2. Hey, 1, 2. There we go. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
How about now? There we go. Let me select this and dial this up a little bit. Take this back just a hair. Give this a little more gain. Now I sound like this. A little bit closer like this. Check 1, 2. There we go. All right.
How you feeling about 7th grade basketball? You excited?
I'm going to let him sit in the middle because this is not near as long.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? We're going to have it's going to be a different look squad than what we had last year, Dave. It really will. Come regionals, I'm really thinking that this team will be able to make some moves in regionals. We'll have we've got a couple of 7th graders that are going to be playing full-time 8th grade. I won't say who those are. We haven't really even planned that out, but I mean it's pretty obvious. And we'll have some younger players that move up playing 7th grade, but then in 7th grade regionals and tournaments, I think some of those 8th grade players that are 7th graders are going to come down and play, and I think we're going to be really competitive.
Good.
Throughout the season, I think it's going to be great for Cornerstone basketball. I know Steve Smith had a ton of kids turn out for camps this year. I think upwards of 25
Wow.
5th and 6th graders for basketball camp.
Okay.
So, Nick, this bottom knob right here, I'm sorry I don't have much more length for you. This bottom knob right here is your headphone volume. Turn it up or down as you want. You got as much microphone length as you want. And Dave, that fader that says CPU 2,
Yes.
when he's ready to bring the sound down here in 2.5 minutes, you bring that down.
Got it. So we have joining with us another Eureka Hornet.
Yeah, I know. We got all these.
That'd be Mr. Nick Agnew.
And if there's anybody probably in this room that knows volleyball, it's probably actually it's Nick's wife, but Nick would probably be here. Here, let me turn this on. There you go.
There
now
you
you
go.
got it.
It is my wife.
Yes, yes.
I'm learning.
So you've got volleyball that runs in your family's blood, from what I understand.
Yeah, so my oldest was graduated from high school last year, and then we've got Carly here at Cornerstone, and our youngest is at Eureka Middle School.
And your youngest played on a couple of travel teams and actually out in Iowa competing is quite a young volleyball player, from what I understand.
Yeah, so she played club season in East Peoria that ended up at Nationals in Orlando, and then also spent some time with Iowa High Performance with another tournament down in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, and, I tried to recruit her for my squad, and she just did not live up to caliber. I mean, she couldn't hang with Dave and I, and so she didn't quite make it to that league, but we'll take a look at her again next year.
She's young. She'll get there.
Yeah, Chris is a really nice player. She's one of the leaders of Eureka Middle School volleyball, and she's a nice player.
Now, Dave, you've now been living over in Eureka for, 6 months now?
Been a year.
About a year now?
Celebrating my year anniversary.
So you've gotten to know the community quite well. I know Agnew's are out there in Eureka. There's a couple from the Eureka Goodfield area that make their trek all the way over to Cornerstone. Do you guys dread that drive in the wintertime?
My dad lives over here, so if
Okay.
Carly starts to get some bad weather, then she's got a spot to stay.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
Yeah.
That makes it a little easier, so we don't have to worry about her being 16 and on the road in the winter.
Yes.
Yep.
Coach Morin's at Eureka,
Yeah.
too.
He is, Coach Moore in
So-
Eureka. His son, big-time Eureka athlete as well.
Yep. Graduated.
Quarterback,
Yep.
graduated last year.
Yeah, Jake. So.
And then Morin's daughters were Eureka volleyball
They were.
graduates as well.
They were, yes. So there's actually a couple students, I think, attending Cornerstone from Goodfield this year as well. So
Really?
I think there's a freshman and there's a kindergartner coming over. So we're starting to see some people from that direction migrating over here. So that's nice.
It'll be interesting as the dynamics of public schools continue to change and evolve as we know them. I think that only goes to benefit the things we offer here at Cornerstone. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, and I happen to know the admissions coordinator pretty well.
I don't know if you see her much. She's upstairs with your daughter, remember? And you stay downstairs with
That's right,
the
with
dog.
the dog. With the dog. No, I still have Cade right now. I have Cade for one more week.
All right, there we go.
But she said, enrollment's going up, and that's good. So keep it going.
Looks like they're going to have one more minute, so you can keep that going. Yep, 1 minute. So I did want to ask, so your daughter had a little bit of a wrist injury, Dave, coming into mid-season or midsummer.
Yep.
How'd that heal up?
She seems like she's doing pretty well.
Good to see you, Andrew.
Hey, Andrew, did you bring our food?
He did not bring us food
Did you bring
yet.
us our food yet?
It's in the truck. Yeah, you're going to get sure,
Okay.
just like last year and the year before
We've
that.
been waiting for 2 years,
2 years,
from Andrew
man.
Woodman.
2 years, Woodman.
We've been waiting for our free meal from Andrew Woodman for 2 years.
2 years. I see. What's that? No. I see. Andrew Woodman taking all these vacations, but no, can't take Wolf and Kinzinger out to our earned meal.
I mean, even a hot dog from a gas station, man.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I'm not that hungry. I'm not that hungry.
Every time I walk into one of those gas stations, I'm like, man, I'm starving. I know how bad the cheeseburgers are, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking to myself, maybe this time they're going to be different and good every single time.
Never, eh?
Never any good.
I see we've gone down to one viewer now.
We did.
We've
That's
lost
what
three.
typically what happens. It's what happens.
Michelle hung up when she realized off.
Thank you for the one person that stuck with us out there.
There's-
Appreciate it.
That's probably because they put their phone down and walked away, too.
They're probably like, what are these guys
boy.
doing? Oh, my.
Preseason. We just do this for the coaches.
Yeah, it'll get serious in season, so we're
All
just
right.
trying to kill time.
On the right-hand side, you're going to have the JV and your JV starters. So you're going to get to see the starting six for varsity on the left and the starting six as we see them right now, minus Grace Masters on the right. So JV on the right, varsity on the left, and we'll see how this all plays out. On the JV side, you're going to have Anescu, Shaw, Huffman, Maddie Berry, Kinzinger, and Rachel Rogers. On the left side, looks like we will have Witt, Lizzie Heddard, Kate Hancock, number 26, who I don't know, Carly Agnew, and the one and the only Karis Wolf. Who is 26? Do you know who 26 is?
26
I was
is.
hoping you know. Mr. Agnew, 26. She's starting out there tonight.
I do not.
I do not either.
Here, let me ask.
loudly. You want the microphone? We'll just ask the whole crowd.
Natalie.
All right, so you got your varsity starters on the left, your JV starters on the right. Kinzinger, the younger of the two that are out there, will be back to serve for the JV. 0-0 here. This is what we call set number 2, which is actually, I don't know if we're going to call it game number 2, but it's actually, being a scrimmage, it is a set. Kinzinger is back to serve, and we'll see how your varsity 5 rock and roll. Kinzinger right into the net on the first serve, and it'll be a side out back to the varsity. Kate Hancock. Hancock back, fires back corner, brought up by Huffman. Now to Kinzinger, near side. Barry fires, blocked at the net. Barry keeps it up.
Nice.
Huffman, another nice attempt.
Good hustle.
And it goes out of bounds. Point to the varsity squad.
Up to 3 viewers, so we've tripled our audience.
Yeah,
Nice.
they think they saw the girls start playing, so they decided to come back on. Hancock again, waiting for the whistle. Should have been a side out. Fired back row. This one up in the air. Shaw's got to get it over. She does. Back to the middle. Wolf. Witt, near side. Quick tip over by Agnew. Up in the air now, Kinzinger. Back near side. Blocked at the net by Wolf. Was Inescu. And I think that is the one thing that this varsity squad is going to do differently than they did last year, Dave Wolf, is their net presence is going to be a little more significant.
They're going to have to be, get over that hump, and it's going to be really key.
Barry hits that one into the net, and it will stay the varsity ball. 3-0. Varsity leads here. 4-0 now. Hancock still back with it. Hancock serves back to the middle. Shaw up in the air, giving chase. Rogers tries to one-hand it, slams into the wall, but she's okay.
Good hustle by Rachel.
And it is 5-0. So this is the most unfair of the matches because you've got girls that have been playing at this level for years against girls that are new to it. So, but it is a great opportunity for these younger girls to get involved.
Yep.
Kinzinger and Shaw miscommunication. A little bit of jitters here because you're playing against some friends that you practice with all season long as well. Hancock back. Serve again. This one, back row, brought up by Huffman. Kinzinger up to Inescu. Fires back corner. And inbounds. And it'll be a side out back over to the JV, and they celebrate as they get their first point, 6-1. Rogers back for the Cyclone JV with her first serve of the night. Back row, brought back up by number 26. Set, Witt, Hennard tipped over.
Nice get.
And what a read. Dive by Kinzinger. What a play. Fired back at the net. Agnew with it, blocked. Wolf now back to Agnew, reaches back, and that one into the net. And a point back for the JV, 6-2. Agnew had a great attack at it, only to be spoiled by a big presence at the net. This one, nice serve again by Rogers. Set up, Hennard goes. What a fire, what a lock and load by Hennard. Nobody in the back row can handle it. It goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to the varsity, 7-2.
So it'll be nice to have Carly here for a whole season, Nick.
Yes, it will.
We're excited for that. She brings some of that Eureka toughness with her.
Yeah,
which
she's
we
pretty
need
pumped.
Here. Yeah, good.
Getting, switching over from public school, she had the 1-year wait, so we're ready to play.
Yeah, and we're glad to have her.
Wolf's first serve, she was trying to make a statement with that one against her JV squad and hit that one a little bit deep. Side out back to the JV squad, and Kate Stickling in to serve. That one long and out of bounds, and they'll go back to the varsity squad. 8-3, varsity leads. And Agnew back to serve. Reaches back, puts
Nice
a charge
serve.
into that one. That one's beautiful. Back row Rogers has to get it over. She does. Hughes back up in it. Tries to bump it up to Agnew, and then it came back to her. Unable to get it across, and will be a side out back to the JV squad.
Well, this is the time to iron out all this. You know,
Absolutely.
This is the time to. First game is next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, is
Yes.
it? Wow. Is that here?
Here.
All right.
First 3 games are home, I believe.
Agnew, nice save.
Oh.
Back row straight up and down, though. Up to the front, has to get over. Witt does bump it. Stickling up the front, quick tip over. And you got a different look in here for the JV squad. Hennard back row. Rogers brings it back up. Set up to the middle. Rogers just bumps it over. Brought back up in the air by Hughes. Agnew set middle. Witt bumps it back over. Rogers digs it back out. New set near side. Fires. Number 9 does with it. Is that Lizzie Rogers? It is. Nope, that is Leah Huffman. Quick tip back over. Huffman back with it, 2-hand. Agnew saves it. Yep. Hughes back to Agnew. Fires back row. And brought back up by Rogers. Kinzinger gives chase. Stickling bumps it over. Hancock back to Agnew. Back set. Hughes bumps it over. What a save by Rogers. And then Stickling trying to get it back over her head. Yep. And a great volley between these two squads.
Yeah.
It will go varsity.
And that's got to be an encouragement for the JV.
Yeah.
I mean, just, you know, getting that back and forth, and that's great.
9-4, 5-point varsity lead. Hennard back to serve. Morin again interfering with this game. Slowing the pace down. Trying to ice the JV squad. Just messing with him. He'll listen to this later. All right. Here goes Hennard. Loads and fires back row. Nobody there. And that'll be an ace for Lizzie Hennard. So in the game right now for the varsity, you have got Witt, Hancock, Hughes, Agnew, 26, Hennard. Sorry, 26.
We'll get it. We'll get it.
We will. Rogers, that one gets up by Maddie Fisher into the net, and it's 11-4 varsity. Hennard still out there with it. On the right-hand side for the JV, you've got Kinzinger, Fisher, number 10.
Nice serve by Lizzie.
Huffman back there, Rogers, and Stickling. And Huffman is one to watch as well. She has made some massive leaps in the last offseason.
Yes.
And she'll be a lot of fun to watch here as the season progresses.
Yeah, I remember watching her last year when she was a new student here, and she showed a lot of athleticism back then too.
Backside, Witt gets a chance to hit it. Kinzinger up in the air, fires back row. Hennard saves it, would have been out of bounds. 26 got to get it over, they do. Stickling right there, back to the setter. Bumped over by Huffman. Hancock, Agnew, back to Hancock, and she fires down back row. And if Kate can do that all season long, this will be a different look varsity squad.
Yes.
We lost good outside hitting last year, and it's something crucial that we have to bring back. Hancock was getting there at the end of the season, but lacked that consistency. If she can keep that up, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Near side, Huffman fires, blocked at the net. Back up in the air, Huffman again, quick tip over the top. Agnew digs it out. Back row 26, near side. Just got to bump it over, they do. Stickling, over and one. Hancock tipped it over and down. Over the hands of number 16, who I'm not sure who that is either. If you know any of these names, jump out at me. Some new girls out here.
Yeah, I don't know 16. She's brand new. We'll get it.
It's either that or my old age. Rogers up in the air. Up at the net. Now Fisher bumps it back row. Brought back up by Kinzinger, the older of the two. Bumped over by Witt. Dug out Rogers. Set again. Near side. Huffman loads. Tip to the net. That one's going to fall. And Leah Huffman, that is what she brings. Her timing and her strength are fantastic, especially at the JV level.
Well, you see, too, she brings that smartness to the
Yeah,
game.
she does.
You know, she
Yep.
knows when to kill it and when to tip it over. And
Great serve by Huffman right
I
there.
mean, that's one of our biggest struggles is unforced errors, you
Yep.
know, and we have to really limit those this year and make sure our service errors are not heavy this year either.
She's got a little bit of fire and spice to her. You'll see it in her face. She carries her emotions, and you will know when she's happy, and you will know when she's not. Sorry, I did not mean to do that to everybody. I thought I had myself muted, and I muted you. Sorry. Faith Hughes back to serve. Back over, dug out by Stickling. Up, set, near side. Fisher gets it over. Kinzinger, one arm saved. Heil, back to Hancock. Turns and loads and puts it down 16-6. They're going to play to 25. Varsity up by 10, as you would probably expect, as anybody would. Hughes back. Back row, dug out. Up in the air. Quick tip over by Fisher. Brought back up. Heil up near side. Witt gets it over. Hancock right there, and that's a carry.
How is that not a carry?
How is that not?
Just like, yeah, let me just grab it and throw it over. Let's play Newcomb.
That'd be something I would do right there.
Hey, look the other way. Let's play Newcomb. The old Phi Ed game.
Yep.
Let's grab it and throw it.
Eliana Woodman back to serve for the first time tonight. Fires. Brought back out by Rogers. Up in the air. Kinzinger has to get it over. Kinzinger's out playing now that far side hitter for the first time, as they're trying out a new setter here, a secondary setter for the JV squad, getting Kinzinger some opportunity to hit on the right. Woodman gets that point. It should be 17-7, but they haven't changed the point yet. So it still says 16-6. Stickling. Over. Fisher just bumps this one over. Back row. Woodman near side. Witt loads, fires, brought back up in the net. That one too deep into the net to bring back out, and it'll be a point to the varsity squad. Fisher, back row, that one out. And it'll be a point to varsity, and a timeout coming here by the JV. They lead 18-6.
I think that's the game.
That is, they're going to call that?
They're
18?
gonna call that,
All
yes.
right, that's it. Varsity wins 18-6. I don't know where the 18 came from, but that's it. All right. Now we're going to have a game of V versus V.
Allie. Oh, she's going varsity.
Yeah.
Marina. What's number 26?
Tell you what we'll do. What's that?
That was it. Now it's varsity. Fade.
Another fade? Oh.
I could ask the admissions coordinator. She would know the
You
name.
should have. I mean, she would have known this kind of thing.
Here, I'll text her.
All right, so Mr. Agnew, we have a moment here. You're the cook at your house. Dinner last night, what was it?
Dinner last night at our house was just taco bowls. We went pretty simple last night.
Yep.
We were all, there's 5 of us in the house. We're all going different directions and just threw something together quick last night. So we had steak and ground beef and all the things that go with it.
Now, are you a grill guy, smoker? Are you what is your go-to?
I am a collector of outdoor kitchen equipment. So
He wants to build his own kitchen in the backyard.
I did build my own kitchen.
You did?
In the back. Yeah. So
Let's go.
yeah, I got a shipping container, and we cut windows into it and have put grill, smoker, pizza oven, and starting to maybe venture into some of the Blackstone stuff a little bit too.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, I just I need to work on getting the pizza oven going and getting to be a little more proficient at that. But yeah, I enjoy cooking, spending time outside.
When are you having us over for supper?
I was gonna
Whenever
say.
you guys want to come over.
All right.
Okay.
What time are we getting done here tonight? 7? Actually,
That's fine.
Hey,
Can you whip something up?
we can hit the stop button anytime we want.
That's
Now that I
right.
think about it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I just got myself 4 free tickets to a fish fry at Eureka Sportsman's Club.
Fantastic.
Look at that, huh?
Take the whole squad. Your boy still be around for that one?
That is this Saturday.
It's Saturday
No, he
night,
will be.
yeah.
Yep.
Saturday night, baby. So Faith Windle is the number 26.
Faith Windle, 26. In the back row on your left.
Yes, from Ridgeview. She's
All right.
11th
Transfer
grader.
over.
Yes. An old Mustang.
And is she immediately eligible?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll have to look
Have
into
to
it.
see.
Yeah.
On the left, you've got Agnew, Windle, Hancock, Kinzinger, Heil, and Wolf. On the right-hand side, you've got Eliana Woodman. You've got Carson Witt, Faith Hughes. You've got Lizzie Hennard. You've got Allie Kinzinger. And you have got Leah Huffman. Woodman up. Agnew middle. Wolf fires. Blocked at the net. Back up. Wolf brings it back. Agnew far side. Heil loads, bumps it over. Dug back out by Kinzinger. Witt now near side. Here comes Hennard. Just fires over back row and finds a hole in the corner. And point down. The right-hand side now leads 2-0. What a nice block by Hughes and Hennard in the middle there.
And a good smart play by Lizzie.
Yeah,
You know.
she can cream it, and she just chose not to.
Yep.
Found a hole and just put it there.
Find the spot.
Agnew, nice set. Here's Hancock from the back row. Witt off her hands, going out back, and it's 2-1, side out to the left-hand side. This is varsity v varsity. So you're really everybody, the squad is out there minus Grace Masters right now,
Yep.
which I think is why Kinzinger, Allie Kinzinger, the younger, is moved up here tonight. Older Kinzinger fires that one into the net, and it'll be a side out back to the right. 3-1.
These girls have been playing a lot of volleyball together, so it'll be interesting to see how they mesh this season.
Anescu checks into the game here. Hughes serves. Dug out by, I forgot her name already.
Faith Windle.
Windle. Brought back up in the air. Witt has to chase. Up. And Huffman does get it over. Brought back up, and that one's going to fall on an attempt by Heil. And it will be 4-1, side out back to the right, and Hughes back to serve. Here goes Morin, trying to slow things up for his squad. Hughes, nice serve. That one, Windle gives a great effort to it.
Yep.
5-1 to the right. Up in that front line, Anescu just checked in. As Hughes rotates back to the back.
Ooh.
Kinzinger catches that one on the chin. This one over by Agnew. Witt sets up Anescu. Kinzinger pass back up to Agnew. Far side, Hancock loads. Blocked at the net. I don't know if that would have been over. I think she might have hit that one into the top of the net.
Yeah.
And it'll be a side out back to the right, or point back to the right. Hughes, back row, Wendell. Up in the air, Agnew gives chase. Hancock loads, quick tip over, dug back out, Warner by Hughes. Up in the air, Wendell over the top, but out of bounds.
Good hustle.
Yep, great hustle. And it's now 7-1. Team on the right. Hughes up over the top, Wendell with it. Back up in the air, Agnew. Hancock just gets it over, Hennard. Huffman and then Anescu. That was a little bit of miscommunication over that side between Huffman and Witt. Now, here's what I'm going to say about all this. You're seeing some of this sloppiness, but it's because people are playing in different positions than what they're typically practicing in to make this game work right here. So a little bit of flexibility to make this all work.
Yep.
Kinzinger. Eliana Woodman back over to Anescu. This one's going to go out off of, was that?
That's Karras.
Karras, his hands out back.
Yeah, that was a missed bump or a miss pass, as they call it now. Back in the day, Nick and I, and you too, Dan, we would know that as bumping.
Yeah, it's bump set spike, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Not now. It's called pass.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. It's a bump.
Yes.
Back when you used to rotate and play all
Yes.
6 positions.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you, Nick.
Right?
That's
you
how
could
I
only score if you served.
Yes. Yes.
And that's how it is on my all-star team right now. We still rotate everybody and play all 6 positions.
Do
You
you?
know.
Yes.
Yeah, in our Diamond League of volleyball stars. All right, Heil, back row, brought back up by Woodman. That was going nowhere fast. Anescu up in the air, near side. Woodman again fires back row, dug out by Kinzinger. Heil back middle. Wolf. Kinzinger's got to get it over, and this one's going to be high, and does, and it falls.
Wow. What a play. Saw a little bit of anger on Karras' face on that.
That was one of the harder times I've seen her hit that ball.
She had that wolf look on her
There
face. She had the
was-
scowl.
There was the wolf scowl. I don't know what looks much meaner, though, than a red eye right now, though, Dave.
Sorry,
Agnew
man.
back row, just out of bounds.
Are you making fun of my eye surgery?
I'm not making fun. Yes, I
No.
am. 10-3, up by 7.
My wife's like, wear your sunglasses, will you?
I would have made that. I would have tore that one
Not in
apart.
the building. Sorry.
Hennard back up in the air. No, I'm glad you can see. Wolf, quick
Yes.
tip over. Nice adjustment. Up in the air. This one has to go over. Woodman does. This one's going to be trouble at the net. It was deep pass. And Heil tries to bring it out. Doesn't happen. Falls 11-3. The right leads the left. Hennard back to serve. Kinzinger up to Heil. Quick one to Wolf.
Nice.
Ha.
That was a
Great
nice,
hit.
Nice.
Yep.
Quick set. So this is what I want to see for the rest of the scrimmage is, like, we've talked about this with Cornerstone Athletics about being mentally tough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even in a scrimmage like this, it's important for these girls on the left to build and play with some mental toughness, you know, not back down.
And I don't mind seeing Karras get a little bit of a
Yes.
fire in her.
Yes.
And especially tonight,
Yes.
work on that.
Yes.
That's how we want to see you play. Near
right.
side,
That's right.
Woodman just tips that over. Wolf brings it back up. Heil, set, far side.
Nice.
Kinzinger with the kill.
Aubrey K. Showing some hops out there, Dan.
She'd been working on that one this season
Good.
as well, so nice kill.
Nice. Trying to knock out her little sister.
Yep,
See that?
that's all right. Those two have quite the rivalry. It's kind of fun.
Yes.
Hancock, back row, that one out of bounds. Thus saith the JV coach. And coming out of the game will be Anescu and just Anescu. And somebody's going to serve. And Kinzinger will go back and serve. 12-5. They lead by 7. Hancock. Anescu's going to sub in for Kinzinger and serve. Back row on the left side. Hancock. What's her name again? Middle row, back. What's her name?
Faith Wendell.
Wendell.
Yep.
I'm going to have to write that in big red letters. Kinzinger fires. Blocked at the net. And a nice block by Witt and Hughes. I tell you what, it's nice to see some of these other girls, though, Aubrey including,
Yes.
stepping up and getting some nice kill attempts here. It's going to make us a lot more of a multifaceted squad.
Yes.
Heil, Kinzinger just has to bump it over. She does, but out of bounds on a deep set by Heil. And that's another thing, too, is that I love seeing, that second and third string, out there working on this kind of stuff. Anescu, back row, Windle, up, Heil, deep into the net, brings it back up. Kinzinger there, fires
Nice.
cross court.
Nice.
This one going the wrong way. Anescu brings it back, and Woodman gets it over. Kinzinger passes back up. Heil, near side. Wolf rolls around and inbounds.
Nice move. Nice placement.
Yep. Took a little bit off of it and placed it.
That's all you got to do.
Yep.
Let the other team make mistakes. Keep it in play. Keep moving.
It's fun to be fancy, but we really don't care. Get the point,
Yes. Yes. Very much.
Windle back to serve. Up in the air, number 4. I want to know her name, too. And Woodman, a little bit of miss hint.
Let me ask the admissions coordinator.
Please ask her, number 4. Windle back to serve. Back to serve, fires back, and that one inbounds.
A little bit of a rally, yeah.
Yeah, 14-8. They were up pretty big, and they're bringing it back here. Proud to say we have doubled our viewership since we started. We're up to
We're
two
up to 2
now. Windle, back row, dug out by Hennard. Near side, loads, fires out of bounds, and it'll stay on the left, 14-9.
I think we were up to 4 at one point, but there must have been like a puppy video or something that came on and they shut us back off.
Or somebody saw a balloon outside,
There must be.
It's
Paw
could've
Patrol
been
took over.
anything.
Ellie Thistlethwaite.
No, we can't do that.
Yes, Ellie
Thistlethwaite.
Yes. Ellie
They do
Thistlethwaite.
this
There's always
specifically
got to
for
be
you.
one name
There's one.
that I am going to slaughter throughout the season. And Ellie, I'm sorry in advance. Back row.
But
Hennard.
welcome to Cornerstone.
But welcome
though,
to
Ellie.
Cornerstone.
Yes. Glad you're here.
I feel this because my last name's Kinzinger, and it's horrible. I can't have a name like Agnew or Wolf or Rogers. I
Well,
just
you know
can't.
how many people butcher Wolf? They call us Woof.
Well, you
It's-
ever heard a
it's-
dog bark? It's Wolf. It is.
That might be on purpose.
Or Wolfie.
It could be.
Or Wolfie.
Woof. Woof.
Woof.
Faith served it into the net for those who are still watching the volleyball game.
Is there a volleyball game going on? Witt back to serve, 15-11. The right leads by 4 over the left. But the left has crawled back into this.
Yes.
Out.
There we go.
Carson Witt, actually, we happened to be down in Orlando when she was down there playing with the Illini Elite Nationals, and we got to go watch her. I didn't. My daughters did.
Nice.
It's $30 a head to get in, so I stayed at the resort.
Yes.
Took one for the team and stayed at
Man,
the
it
pool.
was I would have loved to have been there. Heard there was 10,000 people, and I love to be part of crowds. It's another point to the left, 15-13.
Are you serious? There's
No.
10,000 people?
Oh, there's probably closer to 20
20
down
people?
there. 20,000 people
Really?
Down
Watching the
at-
volleyball?
watching this national volleyball.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That
Yep.
Orlando building's like 100 courts in one room.
Yeah.
Like
Is it?
it's volleyball
It's
as
huge.
far as you can see.
Wow.
It's massive.
It's pretty crazy
Wow.
just to see
Okay.
that much in one room.
Is there basketball courts like that?
There's got to be somewhere. Agnew back to serve for the left and brought him back within 1. Kinzinger brings it up. Witt, near side. Huffman bumps it over, dug back out by Hancock. Back to Hancock,
Nice.
fires and brought back up by Hennard. Leah Huffman just missed it. Wants it back, and we're knotted up at 15.
And this is what I was talking about, is seeing this team come back and make it a game. That's what we need this year.
Agnew again. That one, yeah, she wanted that one back. I saw it. She hesitated for a moment.
Yep.
Again, people watching. We're all watching. It changes everything.
Mm-hmm.
Eliana Woodman. Up by 1. This one brought up by Wolf. Agnew back. Now sets up far side. Heil. Back row. Brought back up. Here's Witt to the middle. Hughes right there. Just bumps it over. Dug back out by Hancock. Agnew back set. Near side. Tipped over by Heil. Brought back up by Witt. Up in the air. Huffman on the far side. Just fires it over. Tries to find a hole.
Nice get by Faith.
Yep.
Nice.
And Kinzinger with a great kill attempt.
Nice.
Drop back up. Up at the net. Heil. Agnew back set. Wolf crossing back over. Dug out by Wolf. Great volley going on here. Witt's got to get it over. She does. Agnew back up in the air. Kinzinger saves it. Wolf turns. Back row. Brought up by Kinzinger. Quick tip at the net. And a nice save by Hennard. Back up near side. Heil fires cross court. Dug back out by Kinzinger. Witt near side. Hennard back row. Kinzinger one hand. And up in the air was Hancock, and a great volley won by the right. Now 17-15.
So now, Nick, you being a volleyball connoisseur, I'm not so much. Is that something where that back row calls off Aubrey on that, or is that Aubrey's ball? Or because I think the back row person could have gotten it.
Yeah, I think that was Hancock ball. I really do.
Okay.
What do you agree,
Yeah,
Nick?
I would agree.
Okay.
Wolf loads. Back corner, out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
18-15. Should be. Hughes, there it goes. Woodman back to serve. Lob back up, near side, Agnew. Back set. Kinzinger fires cross court, dug out by the other Kinzinger. Brought back up.
Nice hit.
Leah Huffman, nice kill
hit.
attempt. Agnew, far side. Kinzinger again, that one down.
Nice.
She missed hit it to her sister, and her sister couldn't handle it. And it'll be a side out. And a point to the left. Kinzinger will rotate back to serve for the left side. Serve short. Hennard missed hit that one, and an ace for Kinzinger. Hennard is one that I'm just anticipating exploding this year. I really am. Kinzinger to Kinzinger, now back up to Woodman. Near side, Hennard over the net. Kinzinger digs it out, Agnew. Far side, Hancock, quick tip over, brought back up by Witt. Set up by Woodman, far side Huffman just fires it over. Dug out, back of the net, quick tip over. Actually, she could have let that one fall. It wasn't going to go over the net. And it'll be a point to the right, 19-15. And Inescu will come back into the game as Hughes rotates back to serve. Kinzinger passes up to Agnew. Back to Kinzinger, back row. Fires,
Nice
what a nice hit. Up at the net. Agnew, one more time. I'm going to have to write her name down. I forgot it again.
That is Faith.
I know, Faith.
Faith Windle.
Windle into the net. Leah Huffman. 19-18. Side out back to the left, and Windle will have another serve. We have so many Faiths in here, and I'm already bad with names. I struggle with it. Then you throw a couple new ones in there, and it completely throws me a loop.
You'll get it, though. You'll get it, Dan.
All right.
I trust you.
Karis Wolf
Nice serve.
brought up Woodman. Back to the middle. Windle
Over,
back to Kinzinger,
over,
just had to
over.
bump it over. Hennard, Witt, quick tip over.
Nice
What
get.
a dig by Agnew. Back up, Wolf again, Witt again. Hennard fires cross court. Kinzinger and Windle give dive for it, but it's going to go out of bounds, and it will be a side out back to the right. Number 4, and your wife said that was Ellie
That
Thistlewhistle?
is Ellie Thistlewaite.
Thistlewait.
Ellie Thistlewaite.
Stop laughing at me. It's not me doing it on purpose. I'm legitimately trying to learn, and I'm bad at it. Kinzinger,
You got it.
Agnew,
Nice,
one.
Carly.
Oh,
Good
and that
try.
one just goes out of bounds. 21-18. Thistlewait back again.
We'll give you a few games into the regular
Please
season
do.
to have all these
Please
down.
do.
Yeah.
Give me 16. Windle back up in the air. Wolf right there had to bump it over. Dunked back out by Hennard. Thistlewait back to Inescu. Up in the air. And over. Back corner. Hennard fires. Back row. Again up in the air by Agnew. Nice dive.
Nice
Brought
get.
back up. What a save. Agnew
Nice.
fires back over. Kinzinger brings it back up. Inescu back row. Windle. Agnew quick goal to Wolf and just a little bit too shallow.
Yep. I don't think that was even going to make it over, would it?
No, it hit the net. It
Yeah.
wouldn't have gone.
Yep. Good idea.
22-18. Brought back up by Hancock.
Oh, good hustle.
And great attempt there by Agnew. Goes out of bounds. 23-18. We're going to play to 25 or whenever Morin says that's good, like we did in set number 2. 18. I don't know where that came from.
Could be 37
It could
tonight.
be. It could be.
45.
Till he sees all he wants to see. Thistlethwaite, back row, brought up by Windle. Back row, Kinzinger fires back over. Kinzinger again, back up in the air. Anescu, back set over. Kinzinger passing up. Agnew, far side. Hancock fires and down.
That's my pick to click this year. Is I got Kate. I got Kate having a good year this year.
I like that pick to click.
Yes, that's the old White Sox Hawk Harrelson there.
I don't know who that is.
Yes,
I don't watch White
they
Sox.
would always have their pick to click every game.
You got the Cubs and the white trash. That's what you got. So there goes Heil. Can I say that on here? Kinzinger up in the air. Thistlethwaite going for it. Kinzinger has to get it over. Wolf, quick tip down by Anescu, just waiting for it. Wolf put it deep enough that Emily could get her hands on it. And it's 24-19.
I think the White Sox will make it out of minor league one of these days.
They should. They should. I mean, it's only been a couple of years. Hennard up. Wolf. And dug back out. What a nice save.
Nice save.
Hancock back over, and that's it. 25-19. The right beats the left, as it should be. Right? Oh, we're talking volleyball here. Sorry. That one goes out of bounds. I only do that in preseason. Then I will stop. I promise. I promise. They will never come up again.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Dan.
everybody should.
Yes.
Yeah. There's only 3 people listening. So
Yeah.
all right, that will do it. And I think that's going to wrap it up. We'll see what he's going to do. That's it. We're going to wrap it up right here. 25-19. The right beats the left. You got to see it right here. Next Tuesday night is
Game
night
one.
number 1. Game
Cavalry
1.
Academy.
All right. Calvary will be here. We'll get to see both squads in full force. 6 o'clock, 7:15. And I'll be here with Jeremy Masters. And we'll try to.
Actually, I think
Try
that
to have
game
fun.
next week is 6.
6?
I don't think the Cavalry Academy in Springfield has a JV team.
Oh, okay. All right.
We'll have to check.
All right. Well, be here at 6 o'clock. And we'll have some volleyball. Somebody will play one of these squads. You'll get to see them. Thanks for joining us tonight. Have a good evening.